A family's worst fears confirmed. Sources say remains found at a vacant school belong to Kada Scott. The tip that led to the discovery and why community members are frustrated with police.
And today's a big deadline for Pennsylvania voters. What you need to do today to make your vote count.
Could Brandon Graham be returning to the Birds? We're tracking down the rumors that have Eagles Nation excited. Those stories and more on today's edition of The Lineup. It's Monday, October 20th, 2025.
Hey everyone, I'm NBC 10's Keith Jones.
And I'm NBC 10's Erin Coleman. Let's get you up to speed with what you need to know today, starting with the investigation into Kada Scott's disappearance. Police sources tell NBC 10 investigators human remains found in East Germantown belong to Kada Scott. Police found those remains in a shallow grave on Saturday at a vacant middle school. That's where NBC 10's Katy Zachry is today with how the remains were found.
Philadelphia police say they received an anonymous but very specific tip in connection to Kada Scott's disappearance that brought them back to this vacant middle school in East Germantown, where over the weekend they resumed their search. On Saturday, investigators confirmed they found human remains in a shallow grave in a wooded area behind the school building. Then on Sunday, two sources familiar with the case tell NBC 10 investigators that the remains have been identified as Kada Scott using DNA evidence. The 23-year-old was last seen at work in Chestnut Hill just over 2 weeks ago. And since then, public officials, including Philadelphia's mayor and council president, have expressed support for her family. There is also a growing wave of community support. On Sunday, after those remains were found, we did see supporters and those touched by this tragedy placing flowers in front of the empty school.
I've been up since 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't even know what to say. I'm just like seriously in shock.
Seems like the world has gotten so hard, but it is people out here who have empathy and care, that care about people.
And this is a letter written by Philadelphia City Council member Cindy Bass to the Philadelphia school superintendent, asking the district to demolish Ada Lewis Middle School, citing community concerns about dangers that happen there, like illegal dumping and criminal activity. Well, you can see Philadelphia police are once again around the perimeter. Keon King, we're told, of Delaware, who is in police custody, has been charged in connection with the disappearance of Kada Scott. Reporting from East Germantown, Katy Zachry, NBC 10 News.
Katy, thank you. We are expected to learn much more about this case sometime today. When we get those details, we'll bring them to you live on air and online at NBC10.com.
Now to some breaking news. Thousands of websites, games, and services are back online after an overnight outage. You may have gotten an error message on sites like Amazon, Prime Video, Roblox, Snapchat. Ring doorbells and Alexa may have also been impacted. Amazon Web Services reported the outage just after midnight. IT experts say if you are still experiencing an issue, try to clear your caches or restart your computer.
Attention Pennsylvania voters, today is the last day you can register to vote in next month's election.
You can do it online or in person at PennDOT or county election offices. The biggest race in this year's ballot for the PA Supreme Court. That's what we're talking about. 3 justices could be removed. Christine Donahue, Kevin Dougherty, and David Wecht are all Democrats. The Democratic Party has held a majority in the PA Supreme Court since they were all elected in 2015. Here's some other headlines to keep in mind. You have until next Tuesday to apply for a mail-in ballot. If you want to vote in person, Election Day is 2 weeks from tomorrow. This week, NBC 10 political reporter Lauren Make is taking her Battleground Politics series across New Jersey. She'll talk to voters and local leaders about the issues that'll decide the governor's race. Look for her report starting this afternoon right here on NBC 10. Starting today, prepare for long-term road closures in Chinatown.
Construction crews will shut down the intersection of 9th and Vine. You won't be allowed to use that part of the road at any point until February. It's so crews can start to reduce the number of lanes on Vine Street, upgrade traffic signals, and install proper curb ramps. The goal is to make it safer for people to cross Vine Street. The Eagles defense could get some help from one of their legends.
Sources confirm Brandon Graham could come out of retirement as early as this week. We're told BG has been considering a return for a while now. He's even been at the NovaCare complex working out. Sources say Graham has some family considerations he has to weigh, but with the abrupt retirement of Zadarius Smith, his space in the locker room is now open, just waiting for him to slide back on in. We'll see what he decides. NBA teams have until 5 o'clock today to make final roster cuts ahead of opening day.
Yeah, the season starts tomorrow night right here on NBC 10 and on Peacock. The 76ers start their season Wednesday in Boston against the Celtics. The Sixers Blue Week continues today with NBA Jersey Day. Last week, the team kicked things off with a pep rally. Today, the Sixers will be in Center City with a half-court challenge, and whoever hits the half-court shot could win an autographed jersey on the spot. You'll have to check the Sixers Instagram feed to find out where they'll be.
Hey, there's some new proof that feeding peanut products to babies can prevent life-threatening allergies.
That's right. Researchers found 60,000 kids avoided allergies because of the advice. Children's Hospital Philadelphia found peanut allergies in children up to 3 years old. It declined by more than 27% after new guidance in 2015. That guidance recommended introducing the allergen to babies starting as early as 4 months.
In consumer news, thousands of dressers sold on Amazon being recalled. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says these dressers could tip over if they're not anchored to the wall. The recalls for the W Live Fabric 12-drawer dressers. More than 75,000 have been sold since 2023. If you have the product, stop using it immediately. The retailer is offering a full refund.
All right, heads up before you take a bite of your favorite breakfast burrito. The USDA just recalled 90,000 pounds of burritos made by MCI Foods. You might see them under the names Los Cabos, El Mas Fino, and Miramar. There are concerns that they could be contaminated with listeria. The burritos are included in the USDA's school lunch and breakfast programs. That means they've been shipped to food institutions across the country. Maybe harder to buy a turkey this Thanksgiving.
So avian flu cases, they're going up ahead of the holidays. That means the number of turkeys available are going down. It also means you'll have to pay more. The National Turkey Federation says there will be enough turkeys for Thanksgiving, but you might not get exactly the size you want, and they may not be as fresh as you want. So there's that. The cruise industry is posting better numbers than expected for a record-breaking year.
Yep, and next year could be even bigger. AAA projects 20.7 million people going to hop on a cruise liner before the end of 2025. They expect that number to go up by 1 million more from 26. Intergenerational families seem to get the best bang for the buck because of the variety of activities, and many say cruise vacations are more economical than booking flights and hotel rooms, especially if they want to visit multiple countries. The best vacation spot in the world right here in the U.S.
A new list of the top travel destinations for 2026 is out now. Puts Big Sky, Montana in the #1 spot. The only other U.S. city on the list, Fort Walton Beach in the Florida Panhandle, that came in at #6. Other top destinations include Okinawa, Japan, Sardinia, Italy, and Phu Quoc, Vietnam. The list was made using a new report from Expedia, Hotels.com, and Vrbo.
You the kind of person that go to like Big Sky, like the winter, and go to like colder. I can't take a cold weather vacation.
Me too. I love to ski.
Yeah.
Love to ski.
Yeah, it'd be great.
But, you know, vacation time for a lot of people is just limited.
That's right.
I
in the
want to
Northeast, like, I don't want to be in the winter anymore.
I want to be on a beach.
Yeah, exactly. But Big Sky looks beautiful. If that's your bag, fantastic. But
maybe I should try it. I don't know.
Yeah, that or Phu Quoc. That'd be fun too. Get out to Vietnam. Get a good 2 weeks though.
Now,
you know what I mean?
I've been to Vietnam. I haven't been to Phu Quoc.
My wife's been to Vietnam. It's just beautiful.
It is a beautiful country.
Awesome. Yeah.
Beautiful country.
There you go.
All right. So start dreaming. Start planning.
Right.
That does it for today's edition of The Lineup.
For Erin Coleman, I'm Keith Jones. You can get NBC 10 News updates right here on the NBC 10 app. Catch us weekday mornings from 5 to 7 a.m. Have a great day.
See you guys.